Hey, what's going on? Welcome to this video. If you arrived here, you're probably searching for a review of Omni Interaction, so I'll go over how it works, and I'll give you my 2 cents whether I think it's a it's worth your time. Now, a good work from home opportunity. First of all, the company is completely legit. They're based in Colorado. They made it onto the Inc. 5000. That's the top 5,000 fastest growing private companies in the US. Very impressive. Been featured on different news outlets. They headquartered in Colorado. Uh, they have a 3.8 Glassdoor rating, which is quite high actually. So if you're wondering, are they legit? Yes, they absolutely are. And what they do is they specialize in connecting normal people like you and me with different companies across the U.S. And being a call center representative for them, a remote call center worker. So essentially, these companies, instead of having these third-party companies, instead of having a traditional call center like in an office building, which costs a lot of money and is a lot to maintain, and hiring staff and all that, which takes a lot of time, they can just outsource that to Omni. So they're cutting costs in the process. And so Omni is basically a middleman between for customer support reps, people who want to make money from home, and these big brands who want to save money. You can think of it that way. Now, the good news is if you decide to get a job through Omni, you will be able to work from home. So, which is always a step up from working in an office and commuting 2 hours a day. And you can have a very flexible schedule. You'll be making $13 to $16 an hour on average, and up to $17 for top projects, depending on the exact gig and your productivity. What your metrics are, obviously, because it's all metric based, which is actually quite good. Most of these sort of websites don't pay anywhere close to that. You're lucky to make, most of them pay minimum wage, quite frankly. And the payments are made every 2 weeks through direct deposit. And if you read the reviews, they are very reliable with paying people out on time. So that's the pros. The cons with this kind of website are the work can be fairly sporadic. You might be working 4 hours one day, 0 hours the next day. It all just depends on how much work is available. So it's not like a traditional 9 to 5 where you're guaranteed a steady 40 hours a week. So if you have a family to support, I don't, or you need you need to feed yourself, obviously, and you live in a big city or something, that this probably isn't going to be enough to sustain you, unfortunately. Also, you'd be an independent contractor, so no benefits like dental, health, pension plan, none of that. But if you're a stay-at-home wife, maybe you're a student, and you don't really need that much money, then this might be a good opportunity for you. Now, some of the requirements, if you do apply, you'll need a quiet place to work, for one. You'll need a noise canceling USB headset, high speed internet, a PC. Macs are allowed on some projects, but not all of them. And you should probably have dual monitors so you can kind of turn back and forth. Because with this sort of work, I've worked at a call center for 6 years, in fact, and there's a lot of back and forth between screens. So to hit your metrics, you'll probably need dual monitors, right? It can be kind of a pain on your neck, but if you do it long term, so that's just a word of caution. But they don't require it. And they say the application process. I should also mention. Well, there is an application process. First of all, obviously, you need to have your computer tested as well as your internet speed tested. Be able to answer some questions. Take a 30-minute assessment to test your typing speed and other skills. And then if you pass that, you'll have to do a voice audition if you make it that far. And they say the application process only takes 15 to 45 minutes. I don't know if that's accurate. In my experience, these things generally take a lot longer. And lastly, you must reside in the United States, and they have a list of the different states that they are offering work to at the moment. It's like half the country. So it's not every state, unfortunately. But you can just and all the information is on here, Gig Life, and you'll find it all in this area here. So all in all, a great company. I can't say much negative about them at all. The only thing I would say is this sort of work in general can be quite taxing mentally and physically. Because again, I worked at a call center for 6 years, commuting 2 hours a day. Obviously, you won't have to commute, but still. So I know a thing or two about call center work. You're taking back-to-back calls nonstop, being interrupted constantly, dealing with irate customers, which isn't actually that big a problem, but you just kind of It's water off a duck's back, right? But working multiple accounts at the same time, so multitasking, juggling, that can be quite mentally stressful. Having to hit insane metrics a lot of the time. Um, that are impossible to sustain. My wrist started hurting actually after a while, just from the constant motion, repetitive motion. So there is the physical hazard as well of this kind of work. So just understand this sort of work isn't for everyone. You think, oh, call center work, anyone can do that. It's super easy, right? No, it's actually one of the hardest jobs. It's probably the hardest job I've ever had. It was harder than working in a warehouse. So to give you an idea. So yes, this would be a step up from working in an office, but again, just because you're at home, it doesn't mean it's going to be a picnic, right? Also, you'll have tech issues, and invariably you'll have tech issues. It's just it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And you'll have questions about policies and procedures. And because there's not going to be someone there next to you, like a supervisor, it might be difficult to get help when these issues arise, right? And they will arise. It's just again, because I know this from experience. Now, if you need the money right now and you don't have any better options, then go ahead and sign up for Omni Interactions, right? Because again, they are a real company and they do pay out, and you need to keep a roof over your head. But I'd be looking for an escape plan eventually, because you probably don't want to be doing customer service for the next 30, 50 years, I'm assuming, right? But look, maybe you're here and you're not necessarily interested. Sorry, my mic's doing funny things. Interested in being a remote call center worker. Maybe you just want a way to make money from home. Well, if that's the case, I was in your exact position about 3 years ago. I tried everything. I tried blogging, freelancing, domain flipping, filling out surveys, GPT websites, ClickBank, Facebook ads. If you don't know what any of this stuff is, consider yourself lucky. You name it, I've tried it, and nothing was working for me. I was just spinning my wheels for basically 2 years, almost 2 years. I make pennies on the dollar here and there, but never enough to sustain myself. However, I never gave up, and that's the really important part of this. And eventually, because I never gave up, I did find the right information. I found the right business model that works especially well for normal, everyday people like you and me. And that business model is selling digital education products, courses, subscriptions, info products that other people created. You don't have to go out and create these products yourselves, which is really amazing. It's called affiliate marketing, but it's done in a very specific way. That term affiliate marketing, has become kind of a buzzword, but it can mean a lot of different things. I'm not talking about selling Amazon products. I'm talking about digital courses, right? Very different. And you can go into almost any niche. You can go into weight loss, dog training, gardening, dating, how to get six-pack abs, how to get a better golf swing, making money online. There's many sub niches within the make money online niche. Lead generation, you get the idea. So anything you're passionate about or you think you could potentially get passionate about is a great niche to go into. If you'd like to learn what's been working for me and countless other students, what I suggest is check out that link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Just enter your best email and I could send you a free workshop that'll just detail everything, like what kind of products to sell, where to find these products, how to create lots of leverage and automation in your business, so you don't have to be there all the time, how to attract an endless flow of potential customers to your virtual front door, and most importantly, how to get people to trust you, which a lot of trainings don't even touch on, which is really crazy because actually trust is the most important thing of online business. So people don't trust you, they're not going to take your recommendations seriously, and you're not going to make any sales. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this review of Omni Interaction. Again, 100% legit company. You can certainly make a decent income on here, considering you get to work from home, which is a nice perk. But just understand you're never going to achieve financial freedom doing this sort of work. But if you like to start your own online business, then have more time to spend with your family, more time to do the things you enjoy, not have to worry about unpaid bills, then just check out that link below and enter your best email. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you on the other side of that link, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.